Okay, let's talk about the county council. And I'm smiling because that is the office that I'm running for. So the county council is the legislative body that we have at the county level. So we have Congress at the federal level, we have the Maryland General Assembly at the state level, and then we have the county council at the county level. And so the county council is responsible for approving the budget that comes from the county executive. They're also responsible for zoning and land use. They act as the board of health for the county. And they're also responsible for making laws, right, that are within the county's jurisdiction, right? So of course, they don't apply statewide or nationwide, but they apply at the county level. What's important to understand about the county council, I meet a lot of people who are asking, so what would you be doing? So to give you some real life examples, we just had Six Flags leave, and we are anticipating that the stadium will leave. And while the county cannot control who purchases the properties, right, because they're privately owned, the county does control zoning and land use. So the county does set laws and rules around what can be built or developed for a particular parcel of land. So for the Six Flags space, the county decides, okay, besides an amusement park, what is allowed to be built there? The county also decides, like I said, the budget. So while they receive the budget from the county executive, the county council also has to review that budget and decide whether or not to approve it. So that's another function of the county council. And as the board of health, the county council has the influence over what are health priorities that we are addressing at the county level. What research are we funding? So for example, one of the areas that I think needs more attention, and I've been campaigning on this, is that fibroid research. We really need to invest more in fibroid research because we know that there's a very high rate of women developing fibroids in their lifetime, but we don't quite know why. We can't quite pinpoint what makes a woman more or less likely to develop fibroids. We don't know what the long-term effects of them can be. We know short-term they can cause a lot of pain, infertility, and things like that, but we don't know a lot about them long-term. And we also don't know a lot about what happens when there's a surgical intervention, right? Because we don't know what caused them in the first place. So when we remove them, we don't know, okay, now that they've been removed, what in the body could have been imbalanced that might turn up a different way. So we need more research, and that's something at the county level that we can do because the county council functions as the board of health.